Hey you guys, so the thing that I get questions about the most is how do I do my hair? I do it two different ways. Sometimes it's just using a straightener and sometimes it's using both my 1 1/4 inch curling iron. It's just Conair, I think it was like $9 at Target. This is the Infinity Pro by Conair. And then I just use this straightener to kind of go through the ends of my hair and like any weird bumps that I have going on. This video is going to be solely on how I get it with these combined, mainly curling iron curls. So go ahead and start by spraying your hair with some heat protectant or some kind of Moroccan oil or something just to help protect it from the heat you're going to be applying. And for this, I divide my hair up into two different sections, top and bottom. And go ahead and just run the straightener through all of the bottoms and any weird bumps throughout your hair before you start with the curling iron. And go ahead and clamp your curling iron about halfway down this section, about 1 inch section, and then slide it down until you have 2 inches at the bottom and curl it up until you have about 2 inches left out at the top. And do this all the way around your head. You can start at the back if you feel like you have shorter layers that get left out easy, or you can start at the front. It just kind of is up to you. Next, you're going to just move on to the other side, and I'm going to start in the back just because I feel like sometimes I leave out some areas back there. And you don't have to rotate it a ton. If you want it to look a little bit more natural, you don't want as tight of curls. And then if you feel like they are a little too tight, you can always pull down on them a little bit and help loosen them up. Or if your hair doesn't hold curl very well, you can kind of prop it up a little bit. So release it and then push it up and hold it there. And that is going to help keep the curl longer. And when I'm finished with all of the lower section, I'll run through with a straightener just to straighten out any ends, and I'll go back through, straighten out. There's just weird baby hairs in my sideburn areas, and sometimes I'll just use the straightener to kind of curve it back so it blends in a little bit better. And you can also use a curling iron, but I just use a straightener. Next, you want to pull out the top section and go through and smooth it out with a straightener, just any funny bumps, and then straighten the ends like you did with the lower section as well. And again, I'm going to start towards the back and work my way forward because I do feel like I leave some pieces out in the back if I start from the front. And I kind of like to know what I'm dealing with in the front so I can position my curling iron at the right angle and everything. And what I do is I go around my head to make sure that not everything's just going to blend in one large curl. As I kind of move up and down around the head, kind of like from my straightener video, I'll start a little lower in one hair section, just in the inch sections, and then I'll start a little higher the next and lower the next. That way you can kind of see I have higher and lower ones on each different 1 inch section. Go ahead and move to the next side. And again, you're going to want to end at higher and lower points in each different section so that it doesn't do that one blob of a curl. And I would say on the highest heat, I usually hold each curl for about 5 to 7 seconds, and I kind of just feel it, and once I can feel that it's hot, I will release it. And if you saw at the end, I kind of pulled down, the curl was a little bit tighter than I like, and you can always smooth it out with a straightener if anything looks too curly and isn't quite blending. And just kind of go through all of the hair and smooth everything out on top. That might look a little kinked from ponytail holder. Now this next part is what's going to make this look more beachy. You're gonna open the curling iron and do not close it, and you wrap downward. So start from the top and work your way downward. Pull it a little, but you can see it gives it a different kind of curl, so that once again you're not mashing all of the curls in one place. And I usually take around 3 to 5 1-inch pieces just on the very top layer and do this. And I always like to have the very front piece like this, even if it's a really pretty curl from before. I just think that having it framing your face just works, and you can see the difference right there just between doing this last step compared to not at all. And when you're all finished up, that's when you're going to want to add in any texturizing spray. I just put in leave-in conditioner to give it a little extra oomph. But that's all there is to it, you guys. I kind of go through and separate the curls, and that's it. Thanks for watching.